Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the 13th Refinitiv MENA Regulatory Summit. The financial services sector has undergone more change in the last 10 years than it has at any time in its history. The combination of regulation, big data, and technology has created a perfect storm of disruption, forcing the financial community to rethink the way they operate and serve customers. This global change had a drastic impact on our markets in MENA. It fostered the launch and rapid growth of companies in sectors that barely existed 10 years ago, including cloud computing, mobile, social media, on-demand, and financial technology. We have also seen the emergence of the blockchain technologies, which now have the potential to dramatically reshape the capital markets industry, with significant impact on business models, regulation, reductions in risks, and savings of cost and capital. Those new technologies are bringing together industry players and regulators to address the potential risks and security challenges. Today, we celebrate the launch of the 5th MENA Financial Crime Report. The survey offers valuable insight to all regional organizations looking to benchmark their own approach to compliance, improve efficiencies, and help plug the compliance gaps that allow financial criminals to succeed. Every year, the report produces interesting results, but this year's edition is particularly thought-provoking, as it features 5 key trends. 1, growing interest in technology. 2, the rise of personal liability as a regulatory risk. 3, the increased anti-bribery and corruption regulation activity. 4 is the emergence of ambitious new compliance programs driven by regional governments. And 5, the pursuit of small banks to upgrade their systems. According to the survey findings, 44% of respondents have fallen victim to financial crime in the past 5 years. 87% expect their technology to continue to develop over the next 2 years. And 70% anticipate an increase in investment in compliance over the next 2 years. The findings report a flattening of investment into skills and training, which may indicate a swing away from human resources to technology, at least in the short term. Now, MENA-based organizations are just as exposed to the growing regulatory risk as their global counterparts. And yet, responses to this year's survey questions show that less than half of participants have an ABC program in place. When asked about their experience of crime, responses for both money laundering, bribery, and corruption were identical at around 12%. Yet the uptake of ABC programs has been low over the 5 years of the survey. Many countries in MENA have ambitious plans to integrate their economy regionally and globally. An analysis of survey responses per country indicates that Know Your Customer is the #1 rated financial crime program. Respondents from all countries had KYC in their top 3 programs, and 8 of the 12 rated it as their top program. This year, we took a closer look at responses from participants who identified as belonging to small financial institutions and compared them with those of participants who identified themselves as belonging to a large financial institution. This helped us understand the experience of financial crime within a small institutional environment and their particular compliance challenges in the region. The survey indicates that 81% have experienced development in their financial crime prevention, compared to 69% of large bank respondents. The findings also report that 9% of small banks use cloud computing versus 44% of large banks. It seems that small banks are struggling with regulatory complexity and the pace of change, and that they lack financial crime policies and advanced technology solutions to cope with the compliance challenge. During 2018, we continued to see concerns about the volume of regulatory change, the need to focus on the implementation of new rules, and the obligation for compliance functions to always do more. The adequacy and availability of MENA's skilled resources again emerges as an important theme and will be critical to the efficient delivery of the regulatory change program and the many other compliance challenges expected in 2019. This year, we mark the 13th round of the MENA Regulatory Summit. We believe that collaboration, information sharing, and innovation are and will continue to be the key elements in the fight against financial crime. The global nature of financial crime means we need collective action and more innovative approaches if we are to combat it effectively. We are proud to say that after 13 years of hard work, this summit has established itself and developed a sound and vibrant regulatory, governance, risk, and compliance community in MENA. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our partners, both the Union of Arab Banks and the MENA Financial Crime Compliance Group. I would also like to thank Mr. Abdel Hafiz Mansour, President of the MENA FATF, and Mr. Wissam Fattouh, Secretary General of the Union of Arab Banks and Chairman of the MENA Financial Crime Compliance Group. Finally, I would like to extend my appreciation to the high-caliber speakers that have come together to share their knowledge, expertise, and best practice on the crucial issues facing the risk and compliance community in MENA. Thank you for your continuous support.